Trust. This is
Trust.
the biggest. It's the monster.
Trust what though? You saying they should trust their employees blindly?
Have a company that trusts.
How do you get to that?
You get the three components of trust, which be like to have them, I can give them to you, and build that way, because it is a masterpiece. Our relationships are based on trust.
Right.
I don't care which way it is. I promised to take my son fishing and I didn't do it, and he's upset with me. Well, he has a right to. I didn't keep a promise.
Right.
So keeping promises is a big part for trust. That's one of them. So the ones we really have are sincerity is one of the components.
Right.
That might be the biggest one too.
Well, it's the one that most people rely on pretty much exclusively. I feel like I can trust you.
Yeah, I feel like I can trust you. But once they smell the insincerity, it's over in sales, done.
Right.
We don't trust people that are insincere.
Yeah.
So that's the big
hard
one.
to trust liars.
It is. Yeah.
Especially if you're like, they're lying.
They're lying.
They're lying.
Oh,
like in your head, you're going, they're lying. They're obviously lying.
That's right. That's right.
This is bullshit.
And you can tell that. And once you smell that insincerity, you'll say, I think we'll just walk over and see another dealership,
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay, so sincerity is a big component of trust. What are you said there were three?
Yeah. Competency, being competent. Is the person working on my core competent?
Can they do what they say they can do?
Yeah. That's again competency. I don't think.
How do you assess competency?
Well, you can ask about that. How long have you worked? How long have you this? What's your comments about that? It's just, but like the way I sometimes say it in my office or my business is that it's like my teenage son comes in and says, hey, Dad, can I take your car tonight and I'll go out with the boys and we're gonna have a fun time, and is that okay? I said, well, I can't trust you. I said, what? Well, Dad, you don't love me either? I said, I didn't say that. I said, I didn't trust you. He said, why'd you say that? I said, well, because you got your driver's license last week and your mom had an automatic that she started, an automatic drive, and my truck is as a standard, and you're going to kill yourself.
Right.
You're not competent to drive my truck.
Right.
So you have to really measure that competency, but you can spell that out, you wouldn't do it to but sometimes we get even those things, like I use the word love. You don't love me anymore. That's for the, oh, you don't trust me, you don't love me. Well, that's the same thing. We're not going there.
So some other ways you can determine competencies, maybe somebody's certifications, qualifications, educational background, that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
It's one of the best ways I've found to find out like who's really good at something. If you want to find like a good restaurant or a good doctor, is ask other people. If you're really good, other people will talk kindly of you.
No.
It's another, to me anyway, it's another indicator of they're really competent. They're really good. If somebody's going, oh man, at this restaurant over there, Papania's restaurant, you want Italian, that's a place to go to in Lake Charles.
Right.
So
coming back to that on competency, I have a thought that I really wanted to say that let me go to the next one. Part three might sound better. Okay, sure. So I'm doing three to say this one. The last one is reliability, which is our history of making and keeping promises. Not you broke one promise. What is your whole history about coming in the teenager? Like Dad, I came in right on time. I said, yeah, that was one time. How about the second time, the third time, the fourth time? So It's the reliability is the history of making and keeping promises. And that's pretty good. With those three, you're going to be in good luck. And you can read that.
Sincerity, competence, and reliability.
there's one more thing I want to add to that competency thing. Well, I'm gonna take a blank on that one right there.
That's
So
cool.
those
If you
three.
think
Okay.
if you think about it, feel free to bring it up. They can edit it in.
Yeah, it's because the competency is just, yeah, can you do it? I mean, that's really, really
Yeah.
what
Can you do what you say?
can you do what you say? Yeah, basically. So you got three things to look at right there. And oh, I know what it is.
What?
You can interview somebody and they can be sincere and they can be reliable in that. But you, the owner, might need to be the competency, like send him back to school. Like nurses do that. They send them back to nursing school. So their competency, then then now we can trust them to be in the surgery room. Are you hearing me with that one?
Yeah.
And I love that because it makes so much sense that you, the owner of the business, needs to, if you want your business to grow, you better make them more competent. You better send them back to school or something like that. I know nurses who do that all the time. You know, that's one of the things that you have to do. They have to go back and get those units, what are they called? Or they won't be certified again.
Continuing ed units. Yeah.
Yeah.
TEs.
So
yeah, that's like maintaining and actually improving your competency.
yeah,
over
and
time.
so he may come without on the guy going into your business, being hired by you, and he may not be trained enough, and then he breaks some machinery or something, and you yell at him. Maybe you needed to send him to that school to learn how to handle that machine,
Right.
before he uses it. So the person may not be able to bring the competency there, but you can certainly promote him into that.
Yeah. Train them up.
Train him up.
Yeah.
Train him up. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. That's it. So
Okay. Let's see. Other questions. So building an organization that how do you want to say that? Do you want to build an organization that has trust as part of its core principles, or how would you say that, Mike?
well, maybe at first I would go get me a coach.
Well, yeah.
Okay. I mean, like where am I going with this one? Like, you know, but that again, that's what we're saying. A coach would like, hey, I go, Carrie, I know you've been a CPA for 20 years and I've just got my degree to be a CPA. Can you schedule me some work hours for you or something like that? You know, you need to kind of get in there and walk with them on that. So
you're saying a business owner should get a coach to help them build an organization that has respect as a core value or a core competency?
oh, respect is very important. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like,
I'm sorry. What I meant to say was trust.
trust.
You brought up trust. You said the biggest thing you would tell a business owner to do would be to build an organization that trust.
That's trust.
So are you saying they should get a coach to help them do that?
If necessary, yes.